I like to use avocado oil when I'm making refried beans. I find that it gives it a nice mild, almost like chicharron flavor to the refried beans. I lightly fry some white onion, and after a minute or two I add some dried chile de árbol. You can use any chili or pepper that you'd like, or no chili at all if you don't want any spice to your refried beans. I use a few pieces and I throw them in a few minutes after the onion just because they need to be lightly fried. They don't need as much time as the onion. I've also been told by many elders that frying your dried chilies or even toasting your dried chilies for too long can make your food bitter, so that's why I added them a little after the onion. Once the onions are nicely fried, that's when I add the beans. And the beans are really, I feel, one of the biggest game changers to how well your refried beans are going to come out. These are some leftovers that my mom shared with me, and I think my mom makes the best beans, which means that my refried beans are going to come out really good. Once the beans are completely boiling, that's when I begin mashing them, and I like my refried beans to kind of still have a little chunk to them. So I mash them down until I get to the consistency that I want, and you can do the same as you're mashing them. If you like them very smooth, and you just keep mashing them until you get to that consistency. Here I just have a side-by-side of the day before's little outdoor cooking session that my mom and I had, where we made this chicken in a red chili sauce, and I'm just reheating it right now to eat with my beans. Once the beans are done, I like to cover them up and let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. One of the reasons is I don't like to eat my food when it's piping hot. I feel like I don't get to enjoy it as much because I'm too busy trying not to burn my mouth. And also I feel like letting it sit for a while actually lets the flavors come together a little more. And here I am just showing the texture of the beans. This to me is one of the best textures. I love it when it's a little chunky at the bottom but a little watery up top. And here's my full plate with some tacos dorados that I had also made the day before and some pickled chilies.